finding y, which is a Young's modulus, by method of bending. Okay, so here if you look, this is the setup. Okay, so here if you see here the aim apparatus and the diagram, how we have to connect it, and then we have an observations. So inside the observations, first thing we have to find is the thickness of a beam of which we have to find the Young's modulus. So today we are going to find a Young modulus of a scale, which is of a beam which is in a form of scale, wooden scale. Okay, so we'll try to find Young's modulus of a wooden scale with the help of this method. So here in the first part of the observation, what we have to do, we have to calculate the least count, first least count of micrometer screw gauge, then the thickness of a beam. Okay, and after thickness of a beam, we have to calculate the breadth of a beam, okay, using vernier caliper. And after taking the breadth of a beam, then the distance between two knife edges. So the knife edges are the knife edges on which we have kept the beam. So we have to find the distance between two knife edges, and for this experiment I have kept it around 80. Okay, so we can take it from 60 to 80 range. So whatever is convenient for you, you can take. Then we have to take the reading with the help of micrometer, traveling microscope. So here in this we have to start with the least count of traveling microscope, and then the load, how much load we are going to give. So first we'll start zero load. Means suppose we have not given any load, we'll take a reading on the micrometer screw gauge, okay, microscope, traveling microscope, and then the loading I will take it first set for loading the weights, and then I will take the one more set by unloading it. So first I will start with 0 gram, and then 50 gram, 100 gram, 150, 200 and 250 gram. Okay, and I will take the corresponding reading on traveling microscope. Then for all the loading I will get the reading. Then I will remove 1 weights by here, 1 weights, and then I will take the reading of the unloading one. Okay, so and with this we can find the mean and then the depression, and from depression we have to find for 150 gram, and then we'll see how to do that. And then I will use the calculation. I have to do the calculation using the formula. Okay, and you will get the answer of y by calculation. And second, we'll plot a graph, and from the graph you will get the value of y. So we'll get two values of y, one from the calculation and other from the graph. Okay, so this is the entire thing. Okay, so this is the same scale which I have used. So here you can see its scale is a beam. We are taking it as a form of a beam. So first we have to find the thickness. So I will use, this is my micrometer screw gauge. So I will use this to find the width. Okay, so I will put it inside this, and I will take around 10 readings. So I will take at 10 different places, and I will find the thickness of the beam by using the vernier micrometer screw gauge. So this we have done for the thickness. Then this is my traveling vernier caliper. So I will use this vernier caliper to find the width of the scale, breadth of the scale. So to find the breadth of the scale, this I will take it at 10 different places. So for 10 different places, we will take 5 different readings, and we will find the mean of a breadth of a reading of this scale. Okay? So the same scale I have kept it here. So and I hope that you are aware about the method to use, how to use your micrometer screw gauge and the vernier caliper. Okay, so with the help of that we have done the breadth and the thickness of a scale. Then this is the entire setup. Okay, so here this is your knife edges. Okay, here we are having a traveling microscope, and I have attached a weight here. Okay, and a small pin is attached here. So what is our aim? Our main procedure, how to perform this. So we have focused the pin on a telescope of a traveling microscope. So in this we have focused this microscope, we have focused it here on the pin. Now when we apply the loads, this will get bended. So this will have more bending, and your point will move down, and hence we move our traveling microscope downward direction and we can take the second reading. So 0, 1 I have not taken. 0 means we don't have to apply anyway. So I will take one demo reading, how to take reading. So suppose this is our setup. Now we will see with the help of this traveling microscope, and we will try to focus the horizontal wire of traveling microscope at the tip of a pin. Okay, so if you see, I will just show it with the help of this yeah, it's visible. So you can see in the traveling microscope we are having a pin, tip of a pin, and that tip of a pin is touching, almost touching the horizontal wire. If it is not touching, we have to move it and we have to touch it. Yeah, so now it's almost touching the horizontal wire, and then you have to take a reading on the vernier scale. So we have to take a reading on the vernier scale only. So if you concentrate on this, what is the reading which we can see here? It's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16, not 16, is 10.6. okay, so 10.5, 10.6, 10.6 is the main scale reading, and the vernier scale reading is around, which line is coinciding perfectly? So 10th line is coinciding. Okay, so 10th line, and I have 10.6. So what will be our reading? Our reading will be MSR, okay, then we have VSD, then VSR and TR. Okay, so MSR is 10.6. so I have got 10.6 is as MSR. VSR, which is a division in which is coinciding perfectly, is 10, and we know that least count is 0.001. okay, so least count of traveling microscope is 0.001. so if I take the VSR, so VSR is VSD into least count, so I will get 0.010. okay, and TR means the summation of MSR and VSR. So if I add, TR is nothing but MSR plus VSR. So if I add both, you will get 10.610. okay, so this is my reading. So my reading is 10.610. okay, now what we have to do, we have to attach more weights. So it's a 50 gram weight, so I will use this weight and I'll put it inside this hanger. So yes, I have put it the weight inside the hanger. Now it is 100 gram. okay, so it is 100 gram, so we have to take the reading again. So to take the reading, we have to focus on the traveling microscope. So it is quite obvious, it may have moved up. Yeah, so you can see that it has moved up, so I am moving it little down. Okay, now it's touching. So if it is touching, you have to take the reading on the horizontal scale again. So we'll take the reading again. So if you look the reading, so now the reading is, so if you see it carefully, your main scale reading is around 10 point, at which it is coinciding with 0. So it's 10.45. okay, so it's 10.45, and the line which is coinciding, it's 10.45, and 12th line, this line, so 12th line is coinciding. okay, so 10.25 or 12th, so the reading will be 10.45, and this is 12. So VSR into 12 means least count you have to multiply. So my reading will be 0.012, and the total reading will be, if you add this two, I will get 10.610. 462. Okay, so this is the second reading. So if you see that the reading has decreased, means when we applying a weight, when we apply the weight, the reading has the scale has moved down, hence we are getting a small reading. So you have to find the depression. So depression means this minus this. So if I subtract this 2, you will get the depression. So this is from the calculation. Okay, so this is the entire thing which we have to do. So I will apply more weights. So I will continue applying more weights in this. Okay, so this is third reading, fourth reading, fifth reading, and so on. And after taking all the readings, we have to take for unloading. So for unloading, I will remove one weights. So I will take one weight, I will remove one weight. Okay, then take the reading, remove the another weight, take reading, and so on. So I will take the set of reading in which I have the 5 reading for loading the weights, and I will have the 5 readings for unloading the weights. Okay, so that is the entire experiment, and then we will do the calculation part and all these things, and we'll get the answers. So that's it for the experimental part. Okay, I will be explaining you about the calculation and the other things with the help of PPT. Okay, so with this, what we have concluded that y, which is a Young's modulus defining the longitudinal stress upon longitudinal strain, can be found with the help of this experiment, which is Young's modulus. Yeah, it can be calculated, and we can calculate the value of y, and we know the standard value of Young's modulus of a wood. So if you compare it with that Young's modulus value, and we try to see whether we are able to find it correctly or not. So it's a very simple experiment which can give us a very good answer. Okay, that's it.